What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Cure, as well as a very sleepy Luca. And yes, we're continuing now to the next proper album, Pornography, 1982. I have heard a number of folks comment on this album being a dark pop masterpiece, and a number of folks have said it's their favorite Cure album, so very much looking forward to this. And the first tune is 100 Years. A century. It's a long time when it comes to humans. A very small percentage of humans, live that long and experience life for 100 years or more, but in general, humans don't tend to get to that length in terms of an individual life. In larger human affairs, 100 years can bring many changes, perhaps also some degree of continuity and progression, but yes, 100 years is a long time for living creatures and for humans specifically. On a larger scale, it is perhaps a less significant unit of time. Certainly on a cosmic scale, it is but a fleeting moment. Nevertheless, given that I don't expect this to be about cosmic affairs, I would say we're thinking of a very long period of time. But as to what that time entails, whether we're talking about the time itself or the events and experiences within it, remains unclear, so there's a bit of a cryptic nature to it, so I'll try to pick up what I can. This is The Cure, the track is 100 Years, and it's the first tune on their 1982 album Pornography, though once again shout out to Philip for sharing these albums with us. This is the 2005 deluxe edition that we're working with. so sweet. Very intense, unsettling tune. I felt almost paranoid. Paranoid, I don't know why I said that with a weird emphasis. Nevertheless, so I'll try to dissect what I heard of the lyrics and the themes, which there were some different vignettes along the way that I caught. At first, he was talking about the back of a black car. Well, when I hear the phrase back of a black car, I think of hearse. I think of where you carry the casket, which makes me think of death. And later in the song, he's talking about how we're all dying one after another, one after another. And I think maybe even in that first verse, there was a line about maybe someone specifically having passed away. But then there was the section about going up the stairs in the dark, and any moment you're waiting for the death blow, which feels like a very paranoid, unsettling feeling and can be the end of someone's life. Then there was the line about like fighting for freedom on the TV, which felt like there was a bit of irony or sarcasm there. The idea of like the revolution will be televised, it's going to be an event that is curated for entertainment, and it's not a real social event or a real revolution or real freedom if it's coming through the filter of mass media entertainment. So it felt like there was maybe a difference between now and the past. And then he even said in a section after that about how it feels like 100 years, which again, for humans is a long time, which seemed to tie in to the dying over and over, one after another, speaking to the way in which humans come and go over the course of 100 years, and perhaps even the number or the quantity itself is just representative of human existence and activity on a longer time scale. But yes, like certainly themes of death and frightening experiences and the possibility of everything coming to an end, but that perhaps being only one part of a larger mosaic of life and death and temporal existence. So I don't really know what's going on lyrically, but it definitely seems like the themes of time and experience, danger and death are all being explored, which fits with what I took away from the Sonics, because from the very first bar, there was this heavy, dark, and again, unsettling or worrisome intensity. I do say the percussion felt very drum machine. Now maybe it was proper drums, which I feel like, or at least as I recall people talking about, has been the case for most of their songs, like proper drums. But this felt like a drum machine. So even if it was a real drum kit, it had this rolling intensity, like really fast hi-hats and that syncopated kick drum. So yeah, it gave it more of an energetic feel, but different from their post-punk, fast energy, almost punk rock-like tracks. So yeah, the percussion rhythm and sonic quality of this one felt a bit more what is often associated with the early 80s, which is drum machine, electronic type of tunes, even if again these were actual drums still. But yes, a very dark and brooding tune, a tune that seemingly is facing that worrisome or paranoid feeling head on, but not being naive as to what it is at the same time. But yeah, a really compelling and wicked album opener. Very much looking forward to more of this. Again, a number of folks did mention that this album is like a dark masterpiece, so the first track gives every indication of that. Once again, shout out to Philip for sharing. What perfect timing. You're going to get up and go even before I move? No, you're just adjusting? Well, you should take this opportunity to recognize that I am going to get up. See, now she's going to bite my arm. What a wicked turn you've taken. So it feels like you fit very much into the themes at hand here, Luca. In any case, let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. So will Luca. Peace.